I've seen so many places my daddy never saw. Just had to get away, make it on my own. Any way the wind blows, let it take me all around. Hope I see you, baby, if I come back through your town. I'm moving on. I got to spread my wings. I'm moving on. Oh yeah, life is too simple here for me. I'm moving on. Well, I couldn't find it in the mountains, so I headed for the sea. But nobody lived there, just passing through like me. So I took off for the west coast, thought sure I'd find it there. I can be just what I wanna be, and nobody seemed to care. I'm moving on. I feel the wind beneath my wings. I'm moving on. Whoa, whoa, yeah. I gotta find a place for me. I'm moving on. I think I hit rock bottom as I tried to reach the top. Lonely and crazy, it's the only thing I got. But I hope you left that light on, 'cause now it's plain to see. Home's the only place I wanna be. Oh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Back to the place where I belong. I'm coming home. The grass just ain't no greener. Life, it ain't no sweeter. Coming home. Yes, I'm coming home. Well, I've seen so many places my daddy never saw, but he just knew it all along. What I was looking for, no place like home. Please leave the light on for me. I'm coming home.
Backstage with the J Blues. The show most watched by SLED, Lexington County Major Crimes Unit, and Town of Lexington Police Department. And now the one you have been waiting for, the scourge of the music industry, the Vince McMahon of the blues. You can block him, but you just can't stop him from getting through. The one, the only, a J Blues.
Alright, happy Sunday everybody. It is July 15th, 2018. We're at the 6:27, a couple minutes early, whatever you want to say about it. We decided that this would be the day for the last USTREAM broadcast. And it kind of is a neat way to do it, because it's to the day, it's to the, 7 years, 7 months. So we got a Seagram 7 broadcast, I reckon you could call it. Do your 7 and 7. So feel free to pull out a politically correct beverage and join us. No telling when we're going to stop tonight, but we'll see how it goes. We had a few things planned for the day. Unfortunately, due to health reasons, did not get all those things done. Did not get any of them done, actually. Great stories popping out, but unfortunately I cannot report on them yet. I hate it when that happens. I mean, it was going to be a great thing, but the reason we're not doing it is because of good news. So when it's all, the smoke clears and all, we'll be able to tell you more about that. Last time we were on Sunday anyway, we had me and Gene on the program. Dr. Garrison, whatever. We're going to make fun of him. And I swear, if you listen to that, it just wasn't our usual back and forth. It was more like I don't know. It just seemed like the whole thing was geared to try to throw me under the bus about something. And of course, the question, that one question, yeah, I mean, that just really just bothered me. I mean, we were talking about a disappointing event that happened, and that's what it was. It was disappointing that some of our harassment that we have received, the charges against those people were dropped, and other charges were not pursued, and those were slam dunks. But it was disappointing. I can sit there and get mad about it, and pretty much, I've been mad about this whole ordeal anyway. But it is what it is right now, and should not have done that. If anyone that knows me knows when I say that, what's going to happen. That's that instant karma thing. So I mean, it's going to happen. That they're not going to be getting away with things. I mean, there's still ways to, if we choose to legally to do. But right now, we're just going to wait and see. We got plenty of other things to work on. Of course, I had an appearance this week, and I'll tell you more about that on another platform. Did he just say another platform? Well, that is what we're understanding is we may have another platform. We're saying goodbye to USTREAM because USTREAM pretty much is non-existent for the most part. It is now IBM. It is just, I was a big fan of IBM. I mean, when I was in school, I was studying to go to work for them, and maybe even NCR or somewhere. And I took all the technology and stuff, and then I just got kind of disgusted with the way things were going, and the laziness that pursued behind it, or the laziness that it was going to create. So I kind of backed off of it. It was only in recent years that I got back into some of the tech stuff, but still staying away from a lot of the other stuff. Just don't want to be involved in all of it fully. But in order to do things, going to have to start learning all over again, I guess, especially with all the attacks and everything else that we've had. And if you saw on Facebook, it happened again. So far, I haven't seen any posts that I didn't do, but that doesn't mean that somebody's not going to carry it out. It does not mean that at all. In fact, I'm looking, and so far the coast is clear. I don't see any invading signals. So, BackStage with AJ Blues, 7 years, 7 months on USTREAM. But we actually did start the USTREAM setup, and we did all the trial runs and tests and getting a show together, getting it ready. And that was actually in August of 2009, believe it or not. And that was when that was the time period we first met Dr. Charles Campbell. And so it was definitely how do I word this? I mean, it was an experience. Had no idea where it was going to go. And the things that this program has done over the years, I mean, it's actually done a lot of good when you sit down and go through it. And it's been funny as hell on a lot of other things too, politically. I'll never forget our calls to the Columbia Mayor's office. Those were always entertaining calls, I'm telling you. Always. Oh, you may notice something a little different. Yeah. The Santa beard's gone. Everybody was like, and some people were like, you got to grow it back. Like, well, the power of the beard, to wield the power of the beard is a great responsibility. And I told people anyway, I was like, no, I'm just a Jedi Master in exile right now. So when it's time, I'll for a good show out, then I'll get ready for it. And that's what I was getting ready for. We have, not this week, but the week after, of course, we go on our appeal, and hopefully some good will be done there. I mean, not a lot of that stuff I really want to talk about. I just want to go ahead and get it out the way, you know. This show was started because I'm a believer in local business, local music, and I'm probably one of the biggest fans of local music. I mean, when it's, you know, when you find a band or artist, you know, they're out there and they just do it so well, and you see that they're you know, playing the same places and so forth, you just want to kind of share that. At least that's what I wanted to do, share it with everybody and get them some more exposure, and that's what this program did. And by sponsoring some charitable events and having them come out, you know, we've taken some artists on television with us for those events, and over the years, and we have found some people that just, you know, were amazing and had their own tragic story of things that they went through, and they put their heart into music. And then, of course, you know, they played a little bit, and now their lives have changed, and I don't see them much on the music scene, but I do keep up with them, and I see that you know, some of them have gotten married, some of them are really, really happy, and they've just kind of moved in a different direction. They still, you know, come out and do stuff every so often, but it's you know, it's an ever-changing life when you're in music. Music is basically its own life form altogether. And you've heard me say this multiple times: where others fail, music lasts forever. What song will your life sing? And that's something we get to share with our public. And it's a weird, wild thing, you know. It's something that we really, really enjoy. And you know, this show's been running 24/7, camera on, off. You know, it's back and forth. You know, you'll see me doing the weeknights at times, and then you'll see me not. And then, of course, when we were heavy in the scene, well, we would do the live remote shows and record those with each artist and have them sent over to YouTube, which, of course, someone took that YouTube channel down with all that good stuff on it. And the archives were originally on USTREAM, which, you know the story, a few years ago, they got rid of the archives. IBM did. You know, IBM, as American as IBM is, and I'm sorry, I'm just not happy with you guys, with what y'all done to such a great thing. I mean, this show, being on USTREAM, we've met other shows on USTREAM. I mean, this got international with us. I mean, where our broadcast was being rebroadcast on FM stations in the Philippines and Europe, and we were sharing back and forth. In fact, we worked with one of the FM stations in the Philippines and did a hurricane relief, I believe it was, a few years ago. It was I remember it was in November. Had to be 2013, I'm thinking. Maybe. I'm not sure. That just makes sense. I think it was 2013. And we did that one with the Red Cross as well. It wasn't one of our biggest turnout shows, and apparently not a lot of people cared for the Philippines. But it was one we cared about, so we did our best on that one. We've had some big shows, we've had some small shows, and it seems like every benefit we ever did, I mean, yes, I'd have to tell you all the greatness about it, but yeah, there was something bad that would happen in it too. And a lot of times what that was, either the venue would break their end of the deal, and a lot of times that did happen, or it was like certain bands or artists might have caused problems over the years, like Damian Norwood. Oh, I didn't say that. what was that? That other group, they had 2 names. They'd play one way and then they play the other name for the other. That was their harder. Alter Ego. Yeah, I'll never forget that one. And that was back in 2011, 2012. Cancer benefit. I think it was around that time. Yeah, it had to be 2011. Because then we did another one, and because we did that cancer benefit over at Jack's Custom Cycles, and great turnout for that too. I mean, a lot of good coverage on it. It was fun building up to it, and basically the following year we ended up moving it, and then we had to move it again. And like I said, it's usually a venue that would cause a problem, and it was a venue, if y'all remember the Thunder Tower days, that was just hideous. Yeah. But hey, you know what? I think they're still doing the cocaine sales in the back and the upstairs conference room, so if y'all want to go visit Thunder Tower, you can get the snow bike special. Did I say that out loud? Remember, the comments and everything else on this show are just merely for fun. Okay, some of them may have a hint of truth because we just always get that. So, anyway, we're going to be throwing a few different things at you. I was actually setting up something here, and I didn't want to wait till it got too late. I spoke to this gentleman yesterday. He's going to be on with us. I'm going to see if I can get him. Let's see. This is always so much fun to do. Let's see if we get him on here. Now watch him. He's gonna make a lot.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
He said he would be on with us, and he is not available. Well, I guess we'll be trying something else. Let's see. I definitely want to make this call because I was going to do it earlier. I was actually going to do a personal appearance over here, but we're going to go ahead and do it this way.
Pants front porch. How may I help you?
Backstage with AJ Blues. You're live on the air. We're just calling.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 moment, okay? Let me step in the back because I can't hear you.
All
right. Who's this again?
Backstage with AJ Blues. You're live on the air. We told Pam we was going to try to get with her today, and the day's not worked out for us. We're doing our final USTREAM broadcast, and Pam's is always.
Hold on 1 moment. All right, give me 1 second. I get it to you.
Oh, maybe she is there. I don't know.
Hey!
Hey, I didn't know you were going to still be there. I thought I was going to miss you.
Believe it or not, you're about to catch the nighttime guy.
Oh.
Totally blew his mind, my friend.
Well, we are live on the air. We're doing our final USTREAM broadcast.
I'm sad it's the final.
Well,
I love you.
We hopefully will have another platform, and otherwise it's going to be that pre-recorded kind of stuff, and you know we hate that. We love live.
I like live.
We like
hello out there in live land.
We like to reach out and tickle you live. And then save it for later.
What's everybody doing tonight?
Well,
what you got going on?
That's what we're trying to find out. What's going on in your way? It is a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday night. There's quite a few people here listening to the jukebox, eating some munchies, just talking to each other. It's a good night.
The jukebox hero is there. I got you.
Yeah, jukebox heroes tonight.
So, now, you got anything going on this week you want to let anybody know about?
I wish I did. I wish I did. Nope, nothing this week. DJing all weekend. Birthday parties. different things going on, but nothing during the week.
Birthday parties. You want to say who the birthdays are and give them a shout out, and anybody out there that knows them can go to the party.
That would be nice to do a shout out. So a happy birthday to Nakia, and a happy birthday to our bartender Tiffany, and thank you for that.
Oh, no problem. Anything you ever want to put out, you know you're welcome to do so.
All right, you coming to see me?
I don't know that I'm going to make it today. Are you going to be around maybe tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow. You coming to see me?
I may be just coming to see you tomorrow.
That would be perfect.
Mondays might be a little easier anyway.
Good.
Today,
all right. Well, come see me. I'll have you a drink waiting, my friend.
Coke with no ice. All right, and today, you know, it's kind of special. So you need to do this special tonight because 7 years, 7 months to the day now on this broadcast. So I figure it's a Seagram 7 and 7 party.
You know what? That's a lucky party.
Yeah. So you know that y'all should be doing some 7 and 7s in our honor tonight.
I will make a 7-7 just for you.
All righty. Well, thanks for being on the program, and you know I love you.
Yeah, thank you for calling me, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All righty. Pam's Front Porch, ladies and gentlemen, over on Park.
Yay!
So,
y'all come see us.
Definitely. Have fun, sweetheart. All right. There's a little Pam for you. Such a sweetie heart. I just love her. I mean, she, you know, anybody that knows her, I mean, you know the whole Daryl story. We did a lot of shows there, and she was manager of it. And, I mean, they would go in, open that place at 6 a.m. and keep that thing open late. And I swear it'd be open late. And to see her get out and do her own thing, and it's actually been 7 years, too. We figured it out. We actually had about the same time frame there. So 7 years at Pam's Front Porch, and it is one of the, you know, most comfortable places you can go. Rocking chairs on the porch. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a home feeling when you go in there. So be sure to go over there and visit and tell her AJ Blues sent you. I want to get into some music, and then we'll get into some other calls on Backstage with AJ Blues. You're aboard the DeLorean Falcon as we go through this journey of local music together. And let's see, how do I want to give it to you? I'm going to give it to you like this.
WDLN DeLorean Radio is on now. Serving Columbia, St. Andrews, Irmo, and Lexington.
For them to sing it, it has to have meaning. Pleasure or pain, struggle or the dreaming. So this one here's for the good, bad, and decent. The hood, the classy, and all types of people. If good music is what you're used to, it's for your heart and your feet just to move to.
I spent 5 days of grinding for 2 nights of playing. A lifetime of writing for an hour's worth of singing. The last 5 years of rhyming for the life that I've been dreaming. And while it's off in the distance, I think that I can see it. See, I was with pop people and they were all in the 30s. Except for us to make it, that we had to keep working. The songs that they have, they didn't grab me as perfect. So on the inside, it gave me drive. I'm still thirsty. So
I wanna hold the songs that the whole world knows. Write the songs that the whole world sings. I know for them to sing it, it has to have meaning. Pleasure or pain, struggle or the dreaming. So this one here's for the good, bad, and decent. The hood, the classy, and all types of people. If good music is what you're used to, it's for your heart and your feet just to move to.
I woke up from a dream, found that I was still dreaming. Cause the songs that I had wrote, I had the whole world singing. See, I composed my own vocals and throw it to my band. They know my heart and soul, so they get it, they understand. I'm back on my feet, fell off the music, but I've landed somewhere in this dream where the grief is abandoned. I see me listening to beats, chilling in the hammock in the sand with the band on the beach at our mansion. And
I wanna hold the songs that the whole world knows, write the songs that the whole world sings. I know for them to sing it has to have meaning, pleasure or pain, struggle or the dreaming. So this one is for the good, bad and decent, with the classy and all types of people. If good music is what you're used to, it's for your heart and your feet just to groove to.
I touch my dreams every time I'm on the stage, looking at the crowd, seeing the smiles on the faces. My motivation, a way to make something great. So I guess until it happens, I got no choice but to wait. With every pen stroke, I'm trying to do the best I can to write something great and still relate to the fans. I'm writing all these songs from words heard in my head, just trying to tell my story in a way you'd understand.
Backstage with AJ Blues, your local music connection.
Here's a little Cortez and the Killers for you from the coast. Backstage with AJ Blues, trying to get back home. Tim Allen's Blues Time Band, one of my favorites, Set Me Free, as we're about to be from UStream.tv. Crank it up. It's a hell of a bass. Tim Allen's Blues Time Band for you on Backstage with AJ Blues on this Sunday, 7 and 7. 7 years, 7 months. And then we say goodbye to USTREAM.tv. Yes, they gave us till August 1st. They gave us till then. But I like to be the one to go out on my own terms. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so here we are, and there's somebody that was wanting to be on the air so bad. I wonder if he still wants to be on. We're going to give him a shot and see. But it was always at an odd time. Yeah, it's probably going to be one of those phone tags. He'll probably try to interrupt the program a little bit later.
Please leave your message
I'm not going to do it. So, all right. Back out. There is one fun call I do want to do. Should we do it now? Let's see, 7. I don't know we'll get anybody on there. We may have to wait a little bit longer on that one, actually. I mean, there's so many people we've had on the air over the years, too. We've had Victoria's Secret, Nancy's Nook. Always great time with Nancy's Nook on the air. Victoria's Secret, I love that we had that whole debate about the matching bra and panties. And, you know, some women say, well, you can just tell. I'm like, really? How the hell do you just tell that somebody doesn't have matching? I mean, are you going following them around to the bathroom? Or you got x-ray vision? You got some of those x-ray glasses? If so, I'd like to get one of those pair, please. Anyhow. But, it was a lot of fun on that one. And then we were talking about, what was it, the $1 Million Bra or something, whatever it was that they had. Yeah, we've had some interesting shows on the program. I would have to say one of the most interesting was Lion's Den. And if you've ever seen that sign, I never knew what the hell it was. I always passed by it. I mean, I never knew where. I still don't really know where it is. I just have a generalized direction knowledge. That's about it. But that was an interesting show. Apparently, there are some hazmat cleanup procedures after that place closes. We'll go with that. Who knows? Maybe some of our friends that we have called elsewhere and places that probably they didn't want to be seen in have been there too. Who knows? We might have to do a follow-up and check on that. No, I am not talking about an attorney in Columbia. No, I wouldn't be talking about an attorney in Columbia named Ken John. No. See, I didn't quite say it, did I? But no. I wouldn't be talking about this guy. Ken Childs, from the Dove Child. We represent the school district. No. I wouldn't be talking about that guy at all. I'm not. No. I didn't talk about him. No. So, you know the number if you want to be on. Give us a call. Most people are afraid to get on the air with me. This one call, though, we got a couple of different numbers for them. We've had, but see, knowing their procedures on a Sunday, this would be a hard time to actually get somebody on the phone. We may have to wait about 30 minutes or so, because I know there's a certain procedure. If they're doing proper, it should be going through that procedure right now. So we're going to skip that. I'm going to go into one more thing here. We'll do some Adam Carey, I think. Yeah, we'll do some Adam Carey.
Attention, everyone.
Your local favorites are on now. Backstage with AJ Blues.
Hey, good looking, what's your secret? Tell your story, help me see that where you are is where I am, and deja vu is not my chalice, and I am. The money's green and that's a fact, so there's a monkey on my back, but where's my house? I left it here. There's someone living where I used to be. With all the bouncing around that comes in life, it's easy to lose your way. And when the motion sickness takes your soul, you start traveling the road in the rain. Listen to the rhythm of the people on the street. Some are taking chances, some are taking what they need, but in the heart they're feeling all those things they cannot see. Where's the answers? Where's the answers they need? With all the bouncing around that comes in life, it's easy to lose your way. And when the motion sickness takes your soul, you start traveling the road in the rain. With all the bouncing around that comes in life, it's easy to lose your way. And when the motion sickness takes your soul, you start traveling the road in the rain. With all the bouncing around, with all the bouncing around, with all the bouncing around. La 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 la.
All right, Adam Carey for you on Backstage with AJ Blues, doing the Seagram's 7 and 7 show. 7 years, 7 months to the day on the USTREAM broadcast. 24 hours of local music comes to an end after this broadcast. And now someone we was looking for on the phone lines is there. Hello!
Hello!
Well, hello.
Is this the Blues Man?
This is the Blues Man.
It's about fucking time you got me on the air. The last show, is this what you waiting on?
Yeah, this is what I'm waiting on.
Is it because I'm black? That's what it is. It's because I'm black.
You're black?
I see how it is.
I thought you was... Oh, damn, I didn't know that. I'm colorblind, so I can't tell.
I mean, that's what the ladies say when the lights go out at night. All right, anyways.
Ooh, so you one of those brothers minus color plus inches.
Thank you. Thank you for recognizing.
Okay. Yeah, I share the same problem. It's
not what the name said.
It's such a burden, you know. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
So you finally got me on your show.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the radio, man. And I haven't been on the radio in so long. I don't even know what the radio is these days.
What? I thought you were the radio guru.
Hey now. My identity is.
Well, so far nobody knows who you are unless they recognize your voice.
Nobody recognizes this voice. Just say the pride of Lexington High School.
The pride of Lexington High School. The man with a plan. The man that does such awesome videos on scene, but as soon as he strikes gold, he takes it away from you. You know
That's the best Facebook comment ever, baby. I got you there, but I couldn't get you all the way.
But you know, I bet he has another camera that we don't see.
That I do not tell.
Okay.
I'm not telling about my secret stash now.
Oh, the secret stash. Well, you're going to have to share with us, you know. My goodness. I tell you what, you know, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get into these situations that present such situations.
Sometimes it's a sticky situation, and you got to be delicate with it. But then, you know, good things come out of that sticky situation.
Well, that's why it's always good to keep those little sandy wipes handy.
If that's what you call it, I just get them from Arby's.
Oh, okay, yeah. A moist towelette.
Free, baby. All right, so.
Yeah, I seen one of your Arby's. I seen one of your Arby's meat videos. Okay,
coming to an end. This is what I want to talk about. Local music coming to an end.
No,
I mean, these other radio stations say they play local music, but they might play like one local artist a day. I'm talking about AJ Blues. Plays nothing but local music. People I've never even heard of, but it sounds good.
Has some of the best stuff, and I'm telling you, I was talking about this earlier, and I've been a #1 fan, and just knowing these artists has been such a privilege, and being a part of their shows, and them being a part of our show. It's just, oh man, you know, it's almost got me inspired to go back out on the stage again, almost. But
I mean, dude, there's nothing like the sight and sounds of AJ Blues rolling in the Bluesmobile, knowing he's going to get the stage. The harmonica, the sounds, the look. I mean, it's none other than AJ Blues.
Yeah.
And it could possibly be another AJ Blues production. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there.
Oh. You mean that page we've had hidden for a while we consider the next move on it?
Exactly.
Those colors that we used to, even in a fighting at a middle of a fight or at the end of a fight at a show, I held up the colors and said they don't win.
You gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
Oh, good times, great times were had by all, and some needed to mend and some re-begin, but goodness gracious. And you have not been on radio in a while? What's up with that? You've helped us with an AJ Blues production or two.
Yes, I have, but I'm kind of like laying low key right now.
Yeah.
I'll be on next week, but right now it's low key.
Low key now. Low key. Wasn't that Thor's brother?
I mean, whatever you want to say. I was going to be, one half of the Blues Brothers, but it's okay.
Oh, I got you. Well, we could call you LRLB.
Little Blues Brother?
Yeah.
Could be. I'm shorter.
Yeah.
How about Little... can I be Little Blues? Like Little Blues? Instead of Little John, Little Blues?
You can be Buster Blues.
But that makes it sound like a fat guy. I'm not a fat guy anymore.
Nah, I've made fun of this character. That was Blues Brothers 2000. The little monkey they had dressed as a Blues Brother wearing Converse.
Nice.
Was it wearing Converse? I don't want to get that wrong. It looked like Chuck's to me, but...
I don't know. You might have to Google this.
Yeah, might have to. There's a certain genre of people I just pissed off in one shot. Oh, come on. You all know that Blues Brothers 2000, I mean, come on. You either liked it or you hated it. Me, I liked it because of all the artists that they brought out into it, but
it was interesting.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
The rest of
nothing's ever good as the original, like Friday the 13th, all that stuff. But,
technically, as far as I know, that was the third movie. There was a second, but it was never released in the U.S.
Why have you not gotten your hands on this? I mean, you are the blues man.
I had access to track it down. This was when the internet was young, and now the internet has changed so much you cannot find it. And it was, like I said, it was in Europe.
You should be able to find anything.
I bet the guys at British Bulldog would know, because these guys, they're big Blues Brothers fan. Blues Brothers is just it's all over Europe. I mean, Germany. Right. I mean, they all are big fans of it. I mean, you go on YouTube and start looking that stuff up and see how many accents doing the Blues Brothers you find.
Can imagine, brother.
It's the German ones are even more fun to watch.
You should be on world tour then.
I should be. Well, that's why a lot of our local artists that I was mentioning to you a while ago about Adam Carey, because he's diverse into different music, and I mean, there's a bunch of them that what they do, and a lot of the local blues talent that is here in Columbia and lives on the coast. A lot of those guys have gotten on European tours pretty easy. And they've done a lot of shows over there. In fact, some of the people we know, I'm sure you're familiar with a band called Almost Nuts.
Nope.
You don't know that band? Because
right.
Bob Ford was the was the boss man lead guy on it. He was the drummer. They had the bras all over his drum riser and above it. I mean, it was just they used to do a swapping shop. They did all sorts of games and stuff during their show. It was inspiring. Yes, it was inspiring for me to do it during our shows as well. And we always had good fun with it. But Bruce Bickley. He was the keyboard player in that group for a long time.
Right.
And all the Bickleys just about all of them you get in touch with. I mean, they've got some sort of tie into music. Seth, is Seth still doing stuff?
Yeah, I just talked to Seth a couple weeks ago. He's still got his band going and stuff.
Which band has he got now?
I don't even remember what he told me, but I just remember him, telling me about it and everything. He's had me do some work for him and his job.
I remember when he was with Moon.
Oh yeah, Seth always did good, man.
Yeah, and then of course you got Greg.
Exactly.
Tokyo Joe. So we play Tokyo Joe. But we get hassled anymore with when our broadcast gets transferred to YouTube. I have permission from all these different guys over the years, and I have to go through the same fight with YouTube. It says, "Oh no, this is copyright protected. Unless you have permission, you cannot have this in your video." I'm like, wow. I got the permission. I keep going through this, and they keep hitting me up again. And it's just, it's getting old. They even hit me on Jeff Norwood stuff, and I was like, you know what? That was a good friend of mine, and I just did not like that at all. And I did an appeal on that one, and they still haven't responded.
They have to realize that they're dealing with BackStage with AJ Blue.
Yeah, whoever CD Baby is, I'm starting to question their legality on things. I'm thinking that somebody's just taking this stuff, this local artist music, and putting it on there, and then CD Baby's just taking full control of it. Whoever the hell they are.
Huh.
Because they're the ones that complain every time. They're the ones, or they're the ones that want to say, "Oh no, we have that." No, you don't. I know the artist. I knew the artist personally. I mean,
exactly.
In order for their music to be played on this show, I had to have permission to play it, and that's why they mailed it in with the permission. Another reason we like those hard copies coming in the mail.
That way you got the permission.
Yeah.
They sending you the stuff, man.
They're sending it in. They want it on the program. They know we're going to get it out there. We haven't been as strong in recent years as we did when we come out the gate, but hey, It's been an evolution of the local scene anyway, so.
Right.
And I'm still tempted to do another Lex Factor. In fact, I think that needs to be done. Lex 2.
Maybe that'll kick off your new radio show.
Yeah, Lex 2. Coming near you. So.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about the old guy named Lex over there. No. Keep it in the pants, Lex.
You got it.
So, but shoot. Well, who else do we know that's cross scenes that you've run across that's also in the local scene that we've dealt with?
That you dealt with? How about Herbie? You play Herbie's music?
Herbie never gave me anything.
Herbie never gave you? Man.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty good, man.
There was talk about it, and I never got it.
How can Herbie not come through for you?
You know, we did have Trent stuff on the program for a long time, and then I don't know what happened. I guess all the changes we made, but
you kind of lost it, huh?
we took it out of rotation because we wanted new stuff for it, and
right.
I don't know. You know, he's the singing realtor now.
Exactly, he's the cowboy realtor.
Cowboy realtor.
Hey, I wish him the best, man. Trent's a good guy. We knew him in high school.
Well, I've been sitting here looking over these mortgages. Gonna get you out and get you about and get you a new home.
Gonna get you approved.
Has he done a commercial? I gotta know.
I don't know, man, but he should. Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call him up right now.
Oh yeah, you call him up. You tell him. I mean, this is a joint effort on our end. We got to do this.
Exactly. I mean, I'll just give him like a free radio commercial just so I can hear him sing it.
Yeah, I want to be there. Popcorn handy for this one. We can have fun with this one. I mean, it's just. I mean, people are already kind of having fun with it, but I mean, to actually have it, Could you see him at the Parade of Homes?
Yeah, I could. With his cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, whatever happened to Whitney anyway?
Whitney is doing some awesome stuff with the American Cancer Society, man.
Oh, really?
Mad respect to her, and that's where her heart's at, and she's just doing. I mean, I know they had a tough divorce and they got a kid, but as far as Whitney, man, Whitney is doing just fantastic things.
Great. We actually.
Chris pretty happy too. He's got him a girl, and so life is good.
Yeah, we were actually talking about the one of the, some cancer benefits that we did a little while back. We touched on that.
Right.
The one at Jack's Custom, which was the real big one, and then the one that got screwed up the year after by, once again, a venue. And I forgot to add there was a bike club that also tried to screw with it too, but that's a whole different story. And everybody's done gone to their corners now, so.
Yeah, really.
So there was a buddy of yours that's been wanting us to do shows at his place, but and he was on town council, but apparently he got removed a while back. Apparently he wasn't living in the district.
Oh, your buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens sometimes. Ted, got to live in the district.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't. How popular he was, and everybody loved him. So that's kind of surprising.
I thought Ted, was more on the up and up than most of the guys over there.
I thought Ted would be one of them guys that'd be running for mayor or something.
Yeah.
But it does look like my buddy Steve McDougal does have a little competition this year.
Well, he needs to be. He's one of those puppets too that needs to be replaced.
I've known Steve for a long time. He's a good guy. He means well. He loves Lexington.
Well, you haven't been on the receiving end that I've had, then.
I haven't sat across from him in the courtroom, like but.
No, they tried to put me on that trespass notice thing, and they knew it was illegal.
But I can tell you that my man Ron Williams, that's my vote right there.
Ron Williams.
That's my vote.
But but you're not in the town.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to have to just pretend like I'm AJ Blues and vote anyways.
Yeah. Well, hey, you can vote as many times as you want, too.
I hear you.
So, well, anything you want to add to these otherwise before we let you go?
Am I allowed to say those words that George Carlin said I couldn't say?
Oh, my goodness. Well, of course, on this program, we're not FCC regulated, so go for it.
Because, I can't say that shit on regular radio. Fuck, I can't. But, I feel better now.
There you go. Now, if we end up going on a regular radio station, of course, we always have our...
I've been on regular radio for 25 years. Yeah. Come on.
Well, I've been on regular radio, and I have that switch. When I've been on TV too, I've got that switch that says, okay, well, this is for that side of it, and then on our program, it's like, okay, fuck it, you can say what you want, but that's how it's been. A lot of people get scared and think, okay, we can't have him on the air. He's gonna cuss or something. No. I've always been professional on the other programs.
That's what you gotta be, man. That's what you gotta be.
It's just that, this one we made it a point, the fact that it's not FCC regulated. You can say pretty much what you want to, and go.
So, like, I can confess my love for Deneen Mitchum right now, and everybody would know?
Yes, you can do that.
I did that in the 8th grade, and she still ain't loved me, so, it's all the same.
I'll never forget a tickle fight in the bedroom.
Hey, now, don't just rub it in.
That's what it felt like, rubbing it in. Ooh. Boom.
Cha-ching.
Who said that? I said that. AJ Blues. She blocked me on Facebook a few months back.
Not my problem, man. She's still my friend.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. She blocked me. We're good friends, and she blocks me. What?
I guess that tickle fight wasn't so good, was it?
The tickle fight wasn't so good. I did get her back for that tickle fight.
Sorry, you need a bigger tickler. That's all.
A bigger tickler.
That's the way it is.
That reunion that when I was doing the show at Keg Cowboy, and y'all were having a reunion over at Town Hall, and I crashed it.
Yes, we did, man. That was a party, brother. That was a Lexington High School class of '93 party.
Yes, it was. And I come over there, and I got her back for the tickles. I got her back. I tickled.
She was there with her husband.
Yeah. And he's just looking at me like, what the hell? And she's like, he's just so silly. I was like,
yeah.
Look, I'm over at Keg. Y'all come over when y'all get done, okay? So, that was the same night that whenever I was coming back, and George Trefos, from Main Street Cafe, he got pissed. Right. He got pissed and started pushing me around on the sidewalk. And I was like, dude, that's not a good idea. I have my taser. I said, you touch me again, you're going to be a puddle on the sidewalk. Okay? But he was mad because of comments I said that were true.
Right.
Where he was, this is at, when I was doing shows there, and I had talked about this, and I was married at the time, and he's grabbing my wife's titties.
Dang.
And he's got a wife. And he just had a baby at that time. And I'm like, and I said something about him, and because you said something to him, and he went right back to doing it. And I'm like, dude,
wow.
Yeah. Might have been funny the first time, but no, you just, and I was really, really contained about this. And I'm surprised she didn't knock the crap out. And actually, I think she did kind of slap him once, but she was trying to keep it jovial too, but definitely was not happy with the situation. And he didn't like it because I said something about it. So he started pushing me around and then telling me not, and I wasn't even going in his place because I was over at Keg. I'd walked through from Town Hall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, great times, making friends everywhere. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to let you go, Ronnie. Oh, no. Right. Oh, no, I gave away the secret identity.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Climate the frog? What? No.
All right, cuz. Well, you enjoyed the last radio show, and we'll do something fun on your new radio show.
Yeah.
I will come skinny dipping.
Yeah, we're going to be doing probably some pre-recorded stuff until we get all that straightened out. But in any event, USTREAM, we're saying goodbye to USTREAM because basically IBM, it's called the what is it? The IBM Cloud Stream, I think.
Okay.
Doesn't that just sound so much up in the air? And for
whatever it takes, you send me the link and we'll listen.
Yeah, for $99 up to $999 a month, you too can be on there broadcasting.
That's why you're the big money man.
Yeah, that's why we're saying goodbye. So, hey, speaking of Don't Mean a Thing, here's the Aaron Hill Band on Backstage with AJ Blues. Awesome. I love this girl. They're out of Georgia. If you get a chance, see them. She is on Facebook, the Aaron Hill Band. I think there was somebody saying something about the band name, but it's back. It's back, and it's proud. Rock and roll.
You make me do this. You make me act this way. Never used to be like this. Never used to cry every day. Look at me right now and answer me how you think I'm happy with all the stuff that you pull on me. And I just want to know how far you think you can go with this I'm a cool guy, no one can touch me attitude. 'Cause you're not the guy that you think you are, and I don't give a damn about anything you say, 'cause you don't mean a thing. You make it seem like I am for convenience, but I am no one's good luck charm for anything. And I just want to know how far you think you can go with this I'm a cool guy, no one can touch me attitude. 'Cause you're not the guy that you think you are, and I don't give a damn about anything you say, 'cause you don't mean a thing. And I just want to know how far you think you can go with this I'm a cool guy, no one can touch me attitude. 'Cause you're not the guy that you think you are, and I don't give a damn about anything you say, 'cause you don't mean a thing. 'Cause you don't mean a thing.
All right, Backstage with AJ Blues on this Sunday, July 7th. Oh, excuse me, July 15th. Yeah, I want to throw you back there. It's the 7 and 7. That's what it is. It's a 7 and 7 show. 7 years, 7 months, and we're saying goodbye to USTREAM.tv. Ooh. So what's next? Yeah, well, we're thinking about Gene. But how long is it going to take to get him on the phone? See, that's what we don't know. So we're gonna see how this works. actually, we don't even know for sure if he's on there. Is he on the air? I don't think he's on today. That's right. He's out of town. So let's kill it that way. We have a whole different way to go here, and we'll see if it works. Yeah, I think I found it now. Let's try this. We're at least going to leave him a message. I think he's on vacation.
Hello, this is Dr. Gene Garris. Thank you for calling. I am away from the office or am attending to other patients. Please leave a detailed message with your name and telephone number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also send a text to this number, which is 803-466-5338. That's 803-466-5338. Thanks so much.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Well, hello, Dr. Garris. Backstage with AJ Blues, live on the air, doing our final USTREAM.tv show. Thought we'd give you a call. I am not sure, but I think you're actually on vacation, but we want to try anyway and include you in this since you helped start this chaos to begin with. It is the 7 years, 7 months that we have been doing 24 hours of local music and coming to an end of that 24-hour broadcast. 7 and 7, so be sure you crack one and have a drink on us, right? Thanks a lot. If you do catch us before, or you catch this message before we are off the air, feel free to call back. We'll put you on. Alrighty, now let's get back into... Gasoline Dream or Crash Cadillac. I say Crash Cadillac because I love this song right here. This one's called Saying Goodbye on Backstage with AJ Blues. Kind of gives you an 80s movie feel, doesn't it? Crash Cadillac for you on Backstage with AJ Blues. I was just looking, and apparently, I don't know what's going on with Gene's show. It showed that he was on, and looks like he's splitting his hour with someone else, Mandy Wilkes. Is that right? Let me see. Yes, Mandy Wilkes. Not real sure what's going on over there. I mean, we could try tuning in and see what we come up with. Yeah, that's not going to come through though, right? Let's see. Wait for it. Sounds like some weird commercial stuff.
Mandy Wilkes here, all the way from the coast. South Carolina's beautiful, largely unspoiled, family-friendly coast, and all the businesses that support that stuff.
Okay, so he is on.
I can understand, so many of our Jewish friends who are immigrants from South Central.
So it sounds like they have a interesting show. We can crash it for a minute. Just want to just crash it for a minute. Not necessarily get involved into everything they got, but just touch base and see where we go from there. Unless they got caller ID and they don't want to try it. Maybe something. We're the founding members. Oh well. Can't say we haven't tried.
Has, together with SLED, enacted a new policy where they're going to go in, and I, from my understanding, have already gone in, doing warrantless searches, which is a huge aspect of this, taking the CBD product, testing it to make sure it complies with the federal law that it has to be under 0.3% THC. This is completely uncalled for in all of the city meetings and all of the city propaganda.
Now I could say that you could make a case if somebody had gotten some from a vendor and it was outside whatever the restrictions are, and they went to, I don't know, consumer services or the ombudsman or something. Why is this a law enforcement thing? Why does it start out at law enforcement if it's a product issue?
Exactly, because we live in a police county, and the city uses the police as a sword, and that's the crux of the matter here. So many people have been helped by CBD. First of all, it's entirely legal. Let me repeat.
Right.
It helps people's seizures, chronic pain, Crohn's, PTSD, thyroid dysfunction. As a chiropractor, you know.
Oh gosh, I've got to. I'll tell you a story about this. I have a patient of mine that she almost lost her job, and this is a woman that goes to a pain clinic that has narcotics. She has crossed the line on pain management, that she has to go to a pain clinic. And we had a discussion about CBD oil, and she tried it. So instead of taking X, whatever X is on the number of pills that she takes in a month, she was down to a third of X. And a colleague of hers at her place of employment was having these severe headaches, and she suggested to this woman that, have you ever thought about CBD oil? It's really worked well for me. Another employee turned her in to HR saying that she was trying to peddle drugs on the floor of their operation.
That's a shame, and that's exactly what's going on here.
And it was
in Myrtle Beach. We have a huge opioid crisis. I was just at the boardwalk right there on 2nd Avenue on the boulevard, and my son was playing, and he came across a needle. Thank God I saw it before he touched it. And so just like what you said, people use it for pain management. They use it to get off of or taper off of or stay off of opioids. And you've got the city wanting to divert resources, time, money, attention to focus on something that isn't even a problem. Now,
and I'll throw this to you. It's sold in health food stores right here in Columbia. That's right. The standard. In the capital, it's sold in health food stores. So what's the issue? Exactly. It's because you're a targeted minority. Now, we've got some folks that have called in. So can we take a call? We have 2 people. Sure. Let's see what it is. Caller, how are you?
Hey, Backstage with AJ Blues live. Our final USTREAM broadcast, and we wanted to share it with you guys.
Well, good. So we got AJ Blues, we've got the lovely Mandy Wilkes, and we have another caller.
And Mandy, I understand about the opioid crisis, but a lot of that is due to the hemorrhoid crisis in government. You know, we need to clean some house there. And, you know, go after the big pharma about all this, and that'll help a lot on that.
Now, here's a question. Here's a question for you, Mandy. We know because of the recreational and medical legalization of marijuana or cannabis in other states, we know because of financial filings who paid for the other quote-unquote grassroots opposition to that. And it's Big Pharma and Big Beer. Are Big Pharma and Big Beer rattling their sword in Horry County or the city of Myrtle Beach, or is this city fathers and the well-connected people trying to turn one more screw?
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because from my reading and from my research, I think that you've hit the nail on the head. Big Beer. So the mayor, Brenda Bassoon, she's a beer distributor. I believe it's Budweiser. And if you read reports, there have been studies done from reputable universities that in states where recreational or medicinal marijuana has been legalized or decriminalized, alcohol sales have plummeted. So she has a vested interest. The mayor has a vested interest in keeping alternatives to alcohol down. Now, of course, CBD is not an alternative to alcohol necessarily, and it's certainly not psychotropic, it's not psychoactive, and it's not marijuana. But either she's not aware of that, and the city's not aware of that, or they're just that afraid of some good American competition. They're just so afraid of the good American competition that they're willing to wield their sword against a perfectly legal product to protect their own bottom line. And you're right. I love how you called it Big Beer. I love it.
And if you continue to dumb down society and numb them at the same time with other things, then you can control it a lot better and get your agenda across. Like I said, that's part of the game with these guys, and it sounds like what you're dealing with.
Well, I think right, and anti-government stuff. They operate out of the same playbook all the time. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun when they're concerned. They meet in these national county commission meetings, national cities and stuff. They exchange legislation. Hey, look, this is how we put the screws to these people. This is how we ran those people out.
So right, and so this is a shame, and it's a scam. And it's a sham. What's been going on here is now a PR crisis. So the city thought, hey, this is a cool thing to get some people on our side. Let's ban CBD, or let's give CBD, this legal product, some extra scrutiny. Well, once they put that out there, they saw that tons of people, really like CBD, use it, have been helped by it, and want it to stay on shelves and available. And so all of a sudden, facing a PR crisis, the city tried to backpedal and say, hey, the mayor tried to backpedal on my own social media page and say, hey, I never said that about CBD. Of course, right there, and it's all taped and recorded. It's right there in black and white. She said it, but the city. So while they're trying to backpedal for PR purposes, they're not backpedaling on the policy. They're moving forward with it.
So
there's a few different dimensions here.
Well, I would like an FOI for the total cost of this non-complaint enforcement action. How much have they spent? How many man-hours? At what price?
I would love to know. I would love to know. And I intend to put in so many FOIA requests. It's not even fun.
Well, here's
and I think once we do that, we're going to find out some really disturbing things.
Here's a trick you can do to get some attention to the subject by the media properly. Get some tar and some feathers and a rail, and you don't have to do anything with it. Just that have it available during when function's going on, and then start getting your word or your message out that way. It'll get some attention. And they'll be like, whoa, wait a minute.
Publicity stuff for sure.
So that'll get you a nice PR campaign going right there.
Well, or guillotine.
You need to go. I'm sure that the city of Myrtle Beach is probably looking into hiring a crisis management firm at this point, so they may need to take some PR advice from you, sir.
Hey, you know what? I'll be glad to put some stuff together. I mean, my stuff gets pretty popular anyway on my show, and my pages, we're most watched by everybody. So...
Well, goodness, we're going to hold you on, AJ, so stay there.
Actually,
and we're going to pick up this caller. Hey, caller, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, very good. We got Mandy Wilkes on the line. Tell me your first name, and we'll talk with you.
My first name is Peter.
Hey, Peter.
And I am a resident of Myrtle Beach.
Oh, goodness.
And I have been up against Budweiser Beth and her cronies for quite some time now.
And can you tell that she is the prime mover, that it's definitely out of her sack of misery that this is coming from?
No. She is nothing more than a spokesman. The mover and shaker is actually John Penderson, the city manager. You see, when you look at all this, you have to look at the money.
Mm-hmm.
All this comes back to the money. Whether it's the Beach Life stores, the reason they push so hard against Beach Life stores is because companies like Burroughs and Chapin want the money to be up at Broadway at the beach and up at Barefoot Landing.
Yeah, they want you to have to leave the comfort of Ocean Drive and 17 and go way away for where they've already got.
That is he is absolutely on point, Gene. I could not have said it better myself. That is absolutely correct.
Now, with regards to Budweiser Beth, her education is basically she has a degree from Anheuser-Busch. And the goal here is, and it really should be, she should recuse herself because if Better Brands is selling alcohol, and by the way, it's a monopoly, you shouldn't be pushing against something that
is a competitor or an
analog.
Exactly,
it's just absolutely opposite. And by the way, those so-called users, those nefarious people that are using the CBD oil, if you check carefully, you're going to find that most of them are over 50.
Oh my goodness!
Have a lot of chronic disease.
Well, thank you so much, Peter. This is unfortunately the end of the show. Thank you again.
Yep, and we knew that was coming too because it is 7:58. So, and the phones are shutting down on their end. But hey, you know what I like to say about that? I'm going to let Lefty at the washout say it for me. I love this song, Backstage with AJ Blues.
Even if it's over and it's done. Even if it's over and it's done. I'm on my way, stumbling through this blinded state, so cold and ragged. Though all the dizzy past have I made a mistake, but I'm dealing with these problems, these choices that I made. Can't deny I'm missing you, I can't turn away. it's over and it's done, even if it's over, I never stop believing you're the one. Come on, come on, come on. Wait a minute, hold on a little longer, 'cause you know we've been caught now. 'Cause you hold on, stay now. Could it be that we're falling down? Well, you know we've been caught at the crossroads. Come on, baby, hold on. Though many days past, I know our lives have changed. When I see your face, these butterflies remain the same. Are you feeling this way? Who knows where we're going? Life is so strange. Every day that passes now, all I see is your name. Could it be we're destined? Are we walking our way? Even though it's over and it's done, is it really over? I never stop believing you're the one. Come on, come on, come on. Wait a minute, hold on a little longer, 'cause you know we've been caught now. 'Cause you hold on, and stay now. Could it be that we're falling down? Well, you know we've been caught at the crossroads. Come on, baby, hold on. Come on, baby, hold on a little longer now. It's over and it's done, even if it's over, I never stop believing you're the one. Come on, come on, come on. Wait a minute, hold on a little longer, 'cause you know we've been caught now. 'Cause you hold on, and stay now. Could it be that we're falling down? Well, you know we've been caught at the crossroads. Come on, baby, hold on.
All right, that was Lefty at the Washout for you on Backstage with AJ Blues. Oh, we had an alternate recording going on here, but apparently, I guess it wasn't. So, USTREAM, you're the only one catching it. And hopefully you'll have it fully. We have done extended Sunday here. We went on about 6:30. It was 6:27, I believe, and we're still going. And I want to so many different artists that we've had on this, and we have in the lineup, a playlist and all that. Some you might see we're not playing because, like I said, we've been getting grief from YouTube. Even though we got permission for this, it's like an act of Congress trying to get the stuff to go through over there. It's just one big pain in the ass. And another thing about USTREAM, it used to be a lot easier to download the stuff. Now they've done it in such a way that it's a bigger pain in the ass, and then it's in a format that you can't do anything with. So that's something else we just don't like. And kind of relieved a little bit here. We've been doing this 24-hour run for over 7 years, and it's really it's awesome whenever we're doing the steady nights, or the morning shifts too. That was awesome. But when you can't be there all the time to watch it, and there's a technical difficulty or something that gets knocked off, that's a problem. And that always kind of hurt. But for the most part, it's been nonstop. So we've had good luck on that. Until recently with all those attacks, the cyber attacks we were getting. But here's a band that I was involved with. I'm sure I've told you the story about how they were formed to participate in a contest I did, and then it just went from there. And they really had high. I had high hopes for them. This was one of those bands that could turn goat piss into gasoline, but self-destructed, just like so many others out there, self-destructed. And this is a great song. It was a great mix of people to, when they hit that stage. This is one of those that I fully believed in, and I pushed really hard on promotion. So I'm going to give you Whiskey Diary, and this is History on BackStage with AJ Blues.
The day is over, tomorrow's begun. Still I suffer from circadian rhythm. If I can't close my eyes and go to sleep, how can I ever hope to dream? Lay me down beneath the cold hard earth. Put $1,000 stone above my head. Sing a song, shoot a gun, say a prayer, and let me live in history. I'll soon be there. The cigarette butts keep piling up, products of despair and broken love. And here I am, jaded, planning millions. All I need is just one, someone. Lay me down beneath the cold hard earth. Put $1,000 stone above my head. Most High His praise. But here I am, a speck of dust upon the earth. So who am I to blame? Lay me down beneath the cold hard earth. Put $1,000 stone above my head. Sing a song, shoot a gun, say a prayer, and let me live in history. I'll soon be. Lay me down beneath the cold hard earth. Put $1,000 stone above my head. Sing a song, shoot a gun, say a prayer, and let me live in history. I'll soon be
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? He's coming back.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
He's coming back.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
He's coming back for you and for me. The dark side. And the light.
Yeah, you know what they say. He's coming back. Yes, I'll be back. But not on USTREAM. USTREAM is a thing that is gone away. IBM taking over, and they're pretty much just clutching their hands around the whole deal. And USTREAM is just, it's faded off the page for the most part. It's now IBM Cloud Stream, I believe. But USTREAM users have their own login area now. But like I said, all that's just changing. And I know we're not the only show being affected by it. And just want to say thanks to everybody that has helped support this show over the years. LakeMauryTimes.com, A Plus Bonding. Man, we've had quite a few different groups involved. So many to come up with, and you know, just y'all know who you are, and you know I've talked about you over the years, and so it's but we'll be back. We'll be back with a different platform, and everybody will know when we're ready to go forward with it. So Backstage with AJ Blues, it is 8:14 on this Sunday evening. I guess we'll stop it at 8:15. What do you think? Maybe, well, we could go to 8:30, but I'm just, DeLorean Radio will go on as well. That's a whole different side of the coin there. Get with me if you want to know more about that project. It's still running. It's just running a whole different way than it's beyond the internet. Let's just put it that way. Get with us. We'll let you know about it. And yeah, I can't resist one more time.
Ken Childs from Sharp Child. Ken Childs.
Hey, if you gotta go to Smell. Backstage with AJ Blues. Yeah, we're getting out of here. We're about to flip the switch. It is now 8:15. We're actually about to flip the switch. No more 24-hour broadcast on USTREAM. Is that just weird or what? Can you hear that fan in the background? I see 2 bars on it. That's why I was wondering. Oh, man. Room for one more phone call? Nah. We're gonna end it out. We're gonna end it out right. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else we want to throw out, but no, that'll get a flag by YouTube. Yeah, and that's another annoying thing. I mean, things we've got permission on, and then they'll give us crap about it. They're probably gonna give crap about the DeLorean. Shit, I forgot about that. Oh well, it is what it is. Backstage with AJ Blues, saying good night. It's kind of like the end of Pirate Radio. Finally is going silent for good.